Hello, my name's Helen and I'm going to be reading you a story today. It's called Baby Joanna and the Woof. Now this book has been written for two special little children who used to come to my house with Family Day Care. Here they are. This is Isla and her little brother Jude. And I have another picture of them when they're a little bit older with their mum and dad. Now Isla and Jude have a horrible disease with a bit of a funny name. It's called Sanfilippo syndrome. And what we're trying to do is raise some money to find a cure for this disease so Isla and Jude and their parents can keep on smiling. Baby Joanna and the Woof. Baby Joanna and the Woof by Helen Parr. For Isla and Jude, with love and hope. Baby Joanna had trained Mum and Dad very well. She cried whenever she needed something. Is she hungry? Dad would ask, and they fed her. Does she need a clean nappy? Mum would ask, and they changed her. Is she bored? Dad would ask, and they took her for a walk in the pram. Is she tired? Mum would ask, and they gave her a bottle, switched the music on, and popped her into bed with her favourite blankie. Soon the family was well trained, and Baby Joanna hardly ever cried. She laughed and she smiled and she giggled when Dad tickled her tummy. But so far, Joanna had not said a word. Mum secretly hoped her first word would be Mum. Dad secretly hoped her first word would be Dad. Millie Woof secretly hoped that Baby Joanna would drop her dinner on the floor. Woof, said Millie Woof. When Mum took Joanna to playgroup in the car, she sang to her, Mum, mama, mum, 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 mama, mum, 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 mama, mum, 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 mum. Woof, said Millie Woof sadly as they left. She secretly wished she could go to playgroup too. When Dad washed Joanna in the bath, he sang to her, Dad, 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 daddy, dad, 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 daddy, dad, dad, dad. Woof, said Millie Woof. She secretly wished she could splash in the bath too. When Mum fed Joanna her dinner, she talked to her. Mum makes magic music. Mum, mum, mum. Woof, said Millie Woof. She secretly hoped this would be a very messy dinner. When Dad took Joanna for a walk, he chanted as he marched. Left, right, dad, dad, dad. Left, right, dad, dad, dad. Dad, 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 dad. Woof, said Millie Woof. She secretly hoped Joanna would drop her ice cream. When Mum changed Joanna's nappy, she tickled her tummy and sang, Mum, 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 mum. Woof, said Millie Woof. She secretly hoped Mum would tickle her tummy too. When Dad took Joanna to the beach, he chattered as he dug a huge hole. Dad, 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 Dig, dig, digging, down, 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 deeper and deeper. Woof, said Millie Woof, and she helped Dad dig. When they got home, Mum hugged Joanna. Mum missed her munchkin madly, she said. Woof, said Millie Woof. She knew Mum missed her too. When Mum and Dad took Joanna to the zoo, they both sang to her, Mum, 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 Dad, Dad, Dad. They looked at each other. I wonder what her first word will be, said Mum. Dad for sure, said Dad. Oh, I don't think so, said Mum with a smile. Woof, said Millie Woof. And then, woof, said baby Joanna. Mum and Dad laughed. Woof, woof, woof. Hello again. I hope you enjoyed listening to baby Joanna and the Woof. We have a very special competition just for Family Day Care educators. If we can sell 1,000 copies of Baby Joanna and the Woof, we can donate $10,000 to the Sanfilippo Children's Foundation to help find a cure for Sanfilippo syndrome. And in addition, we have a prize of $1,000 to be given to one lucky educator. To buy your copy of Baby Joanna and the Woof, you need to go to our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/MillieWoofandCharlie. You press the Shop Now button and choose the Family Day Care competition option. Each book costs $20 and includes postage and can be put as a Family Day Care expense. For every book that is purchased, you get an entry into our draw. If you would like to know more about Sanfilippo syndrome or to read about Isla and Jude's story and other children like them in Australia, their website is sanfilippo.org.au.